Hello, everyone. Most people may have noticed, or some people may have noticed, that I've been going live and posting a lot more content than I have in probably ever. A couple of the reasons is, one of the main reasons actually is the fact that, I am a mortgage loan officer. I'm in the real estate industry, and this is what I do. And one of the biggest reasons why I got into this industry, number one, was so that I can help myself get a home, but also was kind of frustrated at the fact that I knew nobody in finance. I knew no one that I could ask questions to with regard to what it even takes to qualify to get a mortgage, how it, what the process is to buy a home. And with me, I wasn't the type, and still I struggle with that at times, with looking for people to give me the right answer to things. I don't know why. It's just that's just how I am. I like to dig in and find the information myself. It's kind of how I'm wired, and so that sort of plight, it led me into getting my mortgage license, figure out how to get a whole house, and and here we are. But when I did that, I came to the conclusion that I'm not alone in that. I was never alone in that. There's plenty of other people that don't feel like they have someone to get their information from, and that'll give them the right answers, that'll guide them in the right way. And I just swore to myself that I'd try to be that resource for as many people as I can. And so, in noticing what's been going on over the past couple of years since I've been licensed, I've noticed sort of trends. I still remember when the pandemic was here and the interest rates were at historic lows, almost as close to free money as you can get, with the interest rates being where they were. A lot of the borrowers that I had were people that had never purchased a home before, so their funds were very low. They didn't have the money that they needed to compete in the marketplace and offer, over asking prices on bids and things like that. So if the house was being sold for $300,000, they were not the ones that could say, you know what, we'll pay you $320,000, right? So that's my primary client, right? The person that's just barely saved up enough money to be able to get a home, or don't have any money and they want to buy a home. They just don't know how much they need. They don't know about down payment assistance programs. They've heard about it. They don't know how it works, whether they qualify or don't qualify. And then once they get into a home, a lot of people have dreams of owning investment properties, of fixing and flipping, or fixing and holding and having rental properties. And there's a ton of information online. Some of it right, some of it accurate, but a lot of it not accurate. I had someone that called me today, and they were saying, "Hey, I want to do this, I want to do that. I have $40,000, and I want to do this, I want to do that, and I want this $40,000 to get me, $5,000 a month in passive income." And I'm like, okay, if $40,000 of an investment can get you $5,000 of passive income on a monthly basis right away, eh, so so there's a lot of great information, a lot of outdated information, but definitely a lot of incomplete information. So I just, I wanted to be a resource. So back to my original thing of why I've been putting a lot of content, these past couple of months, is because I know what's coming, right? Those people that have been waiting for interest rates to come down, which they will be coming down, and they have been coming down. I think we got 4 weeks in a row that they're slightly coming down, and they're not, they're not going to be in the twos and threes like they were before, but they will be where they have been historically, most of the time. So what's going to happen is, as you see this slide here that I have, mortgage originations will surge 19% in 2024 as a recession will force rates down. So, not to get too much into the complexities of what happens in the market, but basically when there's excuse me, the reason why mortgage rates are where they are now is because mortgage rates follow inflation. So as inflation goes up, mortgage rates go up. As inflation goes down, mortgage rates go down. When you hear about the rate hikes that the Fed chair does, to cool down inflation, that's meant to bring inflation down. So naturally, that's what happens. So in a recession, in all the recessions that you will see, and I've got the slides and the numbers to show it here, every recession, housing always performs well. So we've got a few perfect storms that are coming. But what's going to happen is that most of you that don't really have the funds to compete in the market that already has a low inventory amount, and mortgage rates starting to normalize a little bit more and cool down, that's going to create an influx of competition. And some of you are going to get, honestly, you're going to get pushed off to the side, right? You're going to get pushed off to the side, and then you're going to have to wait another couple of years. And by that time, home prices will continue to rise and continue to go up, and it's just going to keep pushing that cycle down for you. The perfect time to act is right now, plain and simple. If you don't have all the funds that you need in order to put a down payment and cover closing costs, best thing to do is call one of us mortgage people. We'll find you a program that you can use, even if it's not a down payment assistance program. We might be able to find you a property with a realtor, that is, property that's in a USDA territory that doesn't have any down payment requirement at all. You may be a veteran. There's plenty of veterans that don't have a home, and they don't own a home, that is. And crazy part about it is they don't even need a down payment, like, at all. So there's plenty of ways, and I just want people to understand that this right here, this is happening. Mortgage rates will be coming down, and competition is going to go up insanely. Another one of the things is it shows how home buying became a key to build wealth in America. That's a good one here, but see, net worth by housing status. You notice up here how much more of a net worth it is if you're an owner versus if you're a renter. There's a lot of different things that you can do with the equity in your home once you build equity in your home. Plenty of people, right now we're in the highest equity position that we've been in the history of this country. It's over $30 trillion in equity that the American population has. So what do people do with that? They cash out on some of that equity. They get HELOCs, they invest in business, they pay off debt, while the renters are still struggling to be able to do those types of things. It's a major difference. This is a huge gap between these two things. And I'm telling you, just get in your home, stay in your home, pay your mortgage the way you're supposed to pay your mortgage. Housing will increase in value, and then you'll be able to build equity and then be able to do that stuff, 3 years down the road, 4 years down the road, 5 years down the road. I wanted to show you guys here the undersupply of housing. Yeah. So basically the undersupply of housing here. We have about half, in layman's terms, of the supply that we need in the U.S. to be able to keep up with the demand that there is in housing. So again, to reiterate, once these rates start coming down the way they are coming down, once we start getting this next spring season, it's going to be insane in the market. It's going to be insane in the market. I'm thinking already by mortgage applications are already going up, which is an indicator, and I don't mean that by numbers. I mean that with me personally and with other loan officers that I know. But once the hot season comes in, March, April, and the reason why that is because most people wait for school to get out before they start trying to find a house because they don't want to move the kids, et cetera, et cetera. And you can see this because I want to show you the median age for people buying homes. Those are the people with the children, first time home buyers, about 34 years old. They've got that 10-year-old, they've got that 8-year-old, that 5-year-old, they're in school, and they're waiting at the right time in order to be able to move into their home. I'm telling you guys right now, even if it's finding a home in the city that you live in, that you can keep your kids in that same school or whatever it is. But this is one of the most important things that you'll be able to do for your family. So we'll go over these. I got next week. I want to go over these with my partner Robert Murillo, and sort of go into more detail as to the market. So we'll have some insight on not just mortgage rates and things, and mortgage trends, historical mortgage rates and trends, but also the real estate market in itself and in individual areas. We'll be focusing more here on the Florida and Orlando market. This is one of the hottest markets there is still. So just don't believe the hype. Get into your house now. We've got ways to be able to help you do it, and look forward to helping and serving you guys. Give me a call, and speak to you soon. It's Carlos Medina, NMLS 2005330. Looking forward to hearing from you guys. Have a good night.